Scottsdale Kempo Club, we're working on the white belt skills and drills. Today we're working on some of the sparring strategies. The fifth section of your curriculum is all broken down into sparring strategies or skills. Simple things, but we want to make sure everybody's got some of these simple concepts, because the reality is, to be good at sparring doesn't take a lot of fancy techniques, but it takes some really simple techniques that you do well, and you do them consistently well, and you understand why they work and how they work. Some of them are going to work from particular setups. Some will work better if we're both left foot in front. Some will work better if you're left foot in front, but I'm right foot in front. Some will work better if I'm in a horse stance sideways. Some are going to work better if my guard is up. Some will work better if I drop my guard. So we're going to get into all those concepts eventually, but at white belt, one of the first ones we're working is the inside front kick defense. So we're going to start in a fighting stance. So I'll just show you here, then Sensei Blaine will come out and help me. And as your partner attacks at you with a front ball kick to your body, okay, somewhere in your gut area, okay, you're going to take your arm and block on the inside of their ankle. Now, I used this with gloves on early on because a downward forearm block onto the inside of someone's ankle or shin, it's kind of like bone to bone. It's not going to feel great, but gloves will help you protect as we work this. From here, I'm going to chamber up across the body, and I'm going to hit them with a back fist as they land. Okay, so a back fist comes from the opposite shoulder, hitting with the back of the fist. I'm not sure why they call it that. I think it's a Japanese term. Downward palm block, chamber, back fist, and rechamber. Downward palm block, or downward block, I should say, excuse me, and then back fist and down. You can flip it over to a downward palm block, where I'm just blocking with the palm of the hand, I'm flipping it over, and then working into my back fist. But you do risk getting your fingers a little more jammed up if you're not really aware of what you're doing. So I would practice it with gloves on, protects your wrist, it protects your partner's ankle a bit, okay? And I'll show you what I mean when Sensei Blaine comes on out for this. We're going to start left foot in front to left foot in front. His rear leg is going to be the kicking leg for right now. As he kicks, he's just going to kick and land forward. Like he's really committed to kicking at me. He's kicking and he's coming right into the attack. Okay? He's kicking and coming right into the attack. Now, here's a bonus technique for you for all the white belts watching this. Ready? This is actually a really nice defense. When he throws that kick, you move out of the way. So when in doubt, if you don't know how to block, just step back a little bit. You step back in, you know, the whole world opens up, although he's going to try and get you with something else afterwards. So when we actually apply the inside front kick defense, okay, we're going to block the inside of the ankle. As he lands forward, I'm going to chamber up, and if his guard is up, okay, he can have a slight lock as my partner in class and just block that back fist of mine. The goal is that hopefully he's dropped that guard and I can collide with him, okay? But I would train the defensive side of this as well. So for him, he's going to kick at me, and when he lands, he's going to have that up, works that so I can work a bit of a snappy back fist and develop my control on his glove instead of on his head, okay? So one more time, go. 1, he lands, 2, okay? Now, one of the reasons we work this one, we're to the inside, okay, as opposed to, kick please, go. 1, as opposed to hitting with this free hand. If he lands and decides to throw a punch at me, and I'm throwing the same punch, we're just going to collide with each other on this. So again, if he kicks, go. 1, okay, and I train my body to hit here first with this hand, and he's hitting with that hand first, and I haven't collected this guard back up, it's not really going to end well, okay? That's not a good trade-off. So again, go. He kicks. He goes to throw that other arm, and I'm using this back fist because that's what my training is getting this arm from low back up. Now I could maybe come through with a secondary attack, okay? Again, go. 1, 2, 3 could become the technique later, but it comes from this arm that blocks, getting back up, giving me a little bit of a shield to the inside, okay? So both people will be engaging this sometimes in your sparring classes on Saturday. That's a good time to come practice this. Sparring class Saturday. Look on the schedule. Okay? Inside front kick defense.